still chasing fire through the years half slow. Weights on my back, sweat in my eyes. Old man's fight never says die. Old man on the mat, still standing tall. One more round, yeah, I've heard it all. Grip the edge, don't let it slip. Strength in the soul, strength in the grip.
Hey, Old Man on the Mat crew, this is Tony Jones coming at you with another great episode of Old Man on the Mat. I want to jump into this because we have a guy here, and I love what he does. This guy I found on social media, which I usually find a lot of people on social media because I follow a lot of people. I love what he does. He's got a lot of certification, but we're going to dive into that as we go. But what he specializes in is helping divorced dads or divorced men gain their power back. And I think that's amazing in today's day and age. So with that, I give you John Didio. How you doing, brother?
I am fantastic. Thank you, Tony, so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity. I'm excited to tell my story today.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, man. See, I'm telling you, when I saw you doing your stuff online, I followed you for maybe a couple of weeks. I kept going back to it and kept going back to you. And I said, this guy knows some stuff. And, you know, you went from out of shape to in shape, or you went from, you know, being what you used to be into where you are now. You look like an Adonis over there, you know. You know, you look like my buddy. It's a buddy of mine named Scott. I'm telling you, he got the white beard. It looks like you. And a funny story, we're in Vegas after a martial arts tournament, and some lady was at the pool. We're at the pool, and he says, who's that guy? I said, that's my buddy Scott. He said, he looks like Zeus. I said, Lord, I can't tell him that.
Yeah, right.
But man, before we dive in here, before I go into my long-winded talking, man, you know, tell us your story. Tell us how you got started in all this, man.
So it happened. I'm 51 years old right now, and it happened. It all started, honest to God, ABC Wide World of Sports. My father had on when I was 5 to 7 years old, is approximately. And I saw the Mr. Olympia contest, bodybuilders flexing on the TV as a little kid. That was it for me. That was it. I want to do that. I want to lift weights. I want big muscles. I was just infatuated with it. And then I got into sports as I got a little bit older. I was a baseball player for many years.
Oh, wow.
Played basketball. I was a musician. I played the drums. I played the trumpet. I did a lot of things. But at 13 years old, I hit the sand weights up in my bedroom. My dad got me the sand weights. Remember that ball was coated in plastic?
Yes, I remember those days.
Yep. We had the bench with the hooks that were about a foot apart, so it would always fall over.
Yep.
We went up in my bedroom and just started pumping weights. And I was addicted. So fast forward, high school in ninth grade, I turned into a cool guy and decided, you know what? I don't need school. I need to be cool. I need to work out. I need to hang out. School was a place for me to meet up with my friends so we could get in someone's car and take off and go hang out for the day.
Gotcha.
So that worked for about a year and a half. And then halfway through 10th grade, high school said, I'll tell you what, we're going to give you an option. We can throw you out, or you can go to the alternative school program where they go to school for 4 hours a day. Well, what a wake-up call that was. So I went to the alternate school. I got a high school education. I got my degree. But I got to tell you, if I was back in the regular, high school, I don't think I would have made it just because of all the things around me, all the distractions. I was big into the girls at a very young age. And it was a weird time, but it was like a learning phase. So I get out of high school. Now I don't know what I'm going to do. I tried community college for a little bit. My father said, why don't you try college? I tried college. I almost finished a 2-year degree, but I got to be honest with you, Tony, I was going in there every day and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I working toward? What am I going to be? I was going for general studies. My dad was like, listen, just go and we'll figure it out. Anyway, it wasn't for me. I didn't finish. I wanted to work. I always had work ethic. My father instilled work ethic in me at a very young age. So I just wanted to work, make money. And my father had a great question for me. How are you going to support a family? What job are you going to do? Because I always wanted to be a landscaper.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I got into landscaping. I was a foreman very early. I was running a crew with 15 guys. It was a great job. I was making $10 an hour on a 40-hour work week. And my father said to me, great. You have a job, 40 hours, you have health benefits. That's fantastic. Can you support a family on this? I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So things happen in strange ways. I had a really bad back injury at work. I was on a front loader picking up the stuff in a backyard all day, dumping it in the dump truck in the front. And all day I was driving and bouncing heavily on these roots. End of the day, my back was shot. I said, you know what? I went to the chiropractor. I went there. She gave me an adjustment. And like a fool, I went to the gym. I loaded up the leg
right
press.
after that.
Yes.
Oh,
Loaded up the
man.
leg press on leg day. And guess what happened on the first rep down? Something happened. I limped out of there, went home, and then I was done. I went, the first 2 weeks, I went 3 times a day to the chiropractor. I had no
Wow.
relief. My mother was dressing me. I couldn't walk. I was like, oh my God, I'm
Holy.
very young and I'm crippled. So I'm not going back to construction. My cousin, out of nowhere, we were hanging out one night. He said, dude, what about this personal training thing? He goes, you live in the gym. I see these trainers now. It was just kind of starting out and to take popularity. I said, I went online, National Academy of Sports Medicine, which is still the leading certification, the first one everybody goes to. I got it back in 1996 when it cost like $180. I think it's over.
Oh, it was cheap then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like 180, but no, it was great. And then from there, I got my first certification. So I went to, you remember Bally Total Fitness?
Absolutely. They were Chicago, man. Oh, yeah.
There was we had like 2,300 locations. So I
Yeah.
went first. Before I was certified as a trainer, I just wanted to work in a gym. So I was a program director or like a manager. And until I was fully certified, I worked there for about a year. So I kind of got my feet wet in the gym industry, in the big box gym and all that.
Yeah.
Then I found a guy up about 45 minutes from here who had a small one-on-one. Remember the kind of small one-on-one facilities? There's about 6 or 8 trainers. They're about 5,000 square feet, something like that. So I went in there and met this guy was a wealth of knowledge, and he would not let me out on that floor training clients until he was fully, had full confidence in me. So I trained with him for a couple of months. It was the best hands-on training. Money didn't have to buy. He did it for free. It was great.
Wow.
So I was there for a little over a year, but the pay wasn't what I thought it should be. So I started to, kind of explore, and I went to one of the gyms around here, a more bigger box gym called the Fitness Edge back in the day. I went there in 1999. Get the job. Fantastic. Meet one of the most important people in my life to this day named Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy was the owner, just started. He was on like his second club. Now they have like 40, 50.
Wow.
So Jimmy and I mean, we're kind of starting from scratch. So I helped with developing a lot of the systems, and I killed it in there. I loved it. I wanted to stay there forever. Crash in 08. I said, no, I remember saying it to my ex-wife. I'm recession proof. My clients are all rich and they see the value. This isn't going to affect me. I came back first of the year, 2008 or 9, whenever that real big crash was. I lost 11 clients in one day.
Ooh, they just dropped and was gone.
Like flies. All of them said, my husband won't let me do this anymore. I can't afford this anymore. Everything has, I said, oh my. So I stuck it out for a little bit, but I was getting crushed. Now, at the same time, I'm married and my wife is just pregnant and we are just moving into our first house, our first house. We had apartments and but this is our home. So I move on, and when I move on, they sued me. They sued me because they said I took clients with me. Now we all know the game and how it works. When you leave, you have the relationship with the clients. They're going to follow you. 6 total people came with me, and I went a couple miles away to a small gym. So the first 2 years I'm in business by myself, I'm being sued. My wife's pregnant, and I bought a house. And I have 6 clients.
Man.
I have 6 clients. So slightly stressed out.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I get a new client, and he was a lawyer. And his doctor said, you need to start exercising. You're too young. Your blood pressure's high, all the stressful things a lawyer goes through. I work with him for about 3 months. He goes back to the doctor, and his doctor says, what did you do? You look great. Your blood looks good. Your blood pressure's coming down. What he said, I've been exercising with a trainer. Then he comes back in and he tells me that he told his doctor. That little light
Yeah.
bulb went off. I said,
Uh-huh.
Neil, could you introduce me to your doctor? He goes, of
Yeah.
course. I invited him into the gym. I told him, obviously, I'm Neil's trainer. This is what I did. I said, I'd like to offer you, because all the doctors do that concierge service, that
Yes.
private, right? I
Yeah.
said, I'd like to make you an offer. I'd like to train you for free if you wouldn't mind referring your clients to me. I want you to see what I can do, of course. I want you to feel comfortable with me. But if you are, would you refer your clients? He goes, yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
We wound up getting him and the other 5 doctors in the practice. They had 24,000 patients and they were across the street from my gym.
Oh, man.
Yes, I offered to train all of them for free. No matter how much money people have, when they hear that word free, they want it, right?
They're in.
Yes. So I start training them. Every week I have 3 or 4 people coming in. They actually made it mandatory to complete their physical, their yearly physical. They had to come see me.
Oh, nice.
I closed every one but one that came in.
Yeah.
Every one of them. They knew why they were coming in. They knew they needed help. They had money, obviously, because they are in the concierge program, which is expensive. So they had everything. And a lot of them were older, even senior citizens. Well, they have nothing but time. They care about their health. They were the perfect clients. I was so busy. I was doing 60, 70 clients a week. 7 days a week.
Wow.
3, 4 a.m. wake up. I get home 8 p.m. And then do it again the next day, the next day, the next day. And I built an amazing business. I hired a girl. She was doing 15, 20 clients a week. It was fantastic.
Man.
So house is good. Wife's good. Son now, I got a little boy.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So fast forward to the divorce.
Mm.
I had
That's a fun time.
So we had a tough marriage. She's a great woman. We just had a tough marriage. We were great, but just not together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That started in 2019.
Okay.
And it was bad because she was very upset over it, did not want to get divorced, and I did. And then she got really angry, and then the threats began. You're not going to see the kids. You're arrested. Your parents won't see the kids, the money, the whole thing. Okay.
The whole thing. Yep.
Well, she wasn't lying because she did it all. And unfortunately, I haven't seen or spoken to my 19-year-old son in 6 years.
Oh, man. So sorry to hear that, man. Wow.
My life has come full circle, as you'll see at the end of the story. I could not be happier at this point. There's one missing piece to the puzzle for full happiness, and that's my son.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I didn't see both of them for 2 years. And the court system, family court, it's disgusting. It really, truly is a one-sided, disgusting thing. I went in there, was threatened with jail time. They wouldn't let me talk. It was a nightmare. They basically gave her everything. So let's fast forward 2 years after it started. I got my 12-year-old back, who's actually in my room right now.
Oh, okay. Awesome, man.
His phone. Yeah. So he came back because he was very young, and it didn't affect him as much as it did my older son, who saw it all. Even though we had an amazing relationship prior to this all going down, she got in his ear, and it just was too long of a period of time.
Yeah.
So, but my little guy is fantastic. We got him back great. So
praise God.
Yes. Now I lost everything I own except for my clothes. And I had 2 cars. I had a little sports car. I had a sick little Mustang. I took that with me. I took my daily car and my clothing. I moved into this 1-bedroom apartment that I'm in right now, which I love, but I had an air mattress for 3 months. I had nothing.
You had nothing.
No.
Wow.
So fast forward through the divorce. I'm now divorced as of September of 21. We are fully divorced, but nothing is been accomplished. We don't have a parenting plan. It was a mess.
Wow.
Who's canceling court before we're supposed to be there? Who doesn't show up at the proper paperwork?
Oh, my gosh.
This one's sick, COVID, all of that.
Oh, man.
Yesterday was my last day in court. Yesterday.
Are you kidding me?
No. Yes.
Wow.
We came to an agreement on everything yesterday.
Yeah.
6 years
That's
later.
crazy. Insane.
So they gave her the house. Now, my wife didn't work. I worked. She stayed home with the kids. It was great. But you give a woman who has zero income a $500,000 home, how are you going to pay for that? But the way they look at it is it's for the kids. Okay, well, the kids are going to struggle with mommy being stressed out of her mind because she can't even pay the mortgage.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I was
Trust
the
me, I know.
breadwinner. I paid for everything. Anyway, so they gave her the house. Now, within the house were my belongings, and I had a lot of them. I had 2 drum sets. I
Oh, man.
had family heirlooms, tools. We're a big tool family, automotive, carpentry. I had rollaway tool chests. I had
Oh, my gosh.
everything. I'm talking
Thousands of dollars.
tens of thousands. I had air
Yeah.
compressors. I had 3 nail guns. Everything I had 5 of them, you know?
Wow.
And this was from my great grandfather to my grandfather to my father to me, which would then, of course, go to the boys. So we go to court to fight over my belongings. She says, there are no more belongings. What do you mean? They're gone.
Yeah.
Judge says, what do you mean? She goes, all right, where's the red drum set? There's a red one and a black one. Where's the red one? She goes, so I gave it away. Okay, to whom did you give it to? I don't know. Was it a male or a female? I don't remember. Did you take money
What?
for it? So this is what we went through.
That's insane.
Insane. But they were like, okay. And I'm like, huh? It's okay.
What?
So yeah, it was nuts. So then we're about to go back. So actually, we had a pretty decent judge that day. And she said to my ex-wife, she said, listen, if you don't have any of this stuff and it's not in your house, I'm ordering you to touch nothing within the home. We're going to send a private investigator in to see what's left in the house. She refused to let him in. And then we had a court date and she canceled right before. 9 months goes by. Then I get the beginning of this year in January, I get something in the mail. I have a court date for yesterday, October 10th. It's January. We got to wait 10. Yeah, honest to God.
Wow.
So we go yesterday and the argument was, okay, what are we doing with these belongings? She claimed I owed her money for child support. It was this big mess.
Yeah.
And we got in there and a new judge came out. And this is a no BS. I'm talking. She took no BS.
Yeah.
She came out and said, listen to me. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
You don't fix this today? I'm going to dismiss everything. I don't want you guys even in here. This is ridiculous.
Wow.
You know, in our defense, I didn't raise my hand, but I wanted to say, excuse me, you gave us this appointment 10 months ago.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with me? But okay.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, this
Yeah.
woman was a blessing because we went
Yeah.
downstairs yesterday. We talked, her and we talked.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
adults. We agreed. We want to give our children a better life than we had, and we are not at this point.
Yeah.
So we fist bumped yesterday. It was amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, like my lawyer was looking at us like, what is this? But we agreed upon everything. The guy always loses.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's what I see.
everything
Yep.
we agreed upon was, okay, John, you're here, she's here. So all you have to do is just give up to, to where she is. No, how about we meet in the, it's never that way. But you know what?
Oh, man.
I will financially recover.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know guy. I don't want
Man.
to say they look down on women in court, but it's almost as if they think they have no chance to do something on their own when they get out
Yeah.
of it. They just load 'em up with
100%. I
everything,
believe that.
and then they can't handle it. That was crazy.
Man, that long.
Yeah, it was nuts. Now, in the meantime, I had 2021 December 25th, Christmas. I'm depressed. I don't have my kids. I leave 8 a.m. to go hit legs at the gym. I have a private gym with a key. I could go anytime I want. So I was heading out to the gym. I walk out the steps. I slip on the ice and I fall down 9 steps. I land on the concrete. My back landed on the last step. My right heel hit the concrete. My right elbow hit the step. My left hand had my coffee cup. That ended up in my neighbor's yard.
Oh, my
And-
gosh.
Yeah, so I hit the ground.
Wow.
Scream. I don't know what to do. I just yelled. I couldn't move. My neighbor upstairs hears me. God bless her. She comes running down. Oh my gosh. So she calls 911, gets me a blanket because I'm laying in the snow. I laid in the
Wow.
snow for about half an hour. And then the ambulance came. I spent the day in the hospital. Merry Christmas. And
Wow.
I had back surgery September 16th of last year.
Wow.
I had an amazing orthopod. We exhausted every other option before surgery, and we just had no choice. The last year to year and a half before surgery, I had a cane. I couldn't walk without it, but I went to the gym
What?
every day. And I
No
still
excuses.
no
Wow.
excuses. Listen, people tell me I'm lucky I had a successful back surgery. No, I'm
Yeah.
not lucky, I explain. I did everything I needed to do prior to surgery. Then I listened to the doctors. And then post surgery, I did everything they said. And I still exercise to this day. That's why
Wow.
I had a good back surgery. My father had back surgery when he was 45. Same thing. How do we have two successful back surgeries? Because we both did everything correctly before, during, and after surgery. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's the key.
Gotcha.
That is the key. The preparation. Putting paint on a wall. Anybody can slap paint on the wall and it's going to look like crap. It's the preparation of the wall before the paint goes on it. It's
There
the
you go.
sanding. It's the
There
drywall.
you go.
Smoothness. Then
Yeah.
the paint goes on and it's perfect. It's no different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
right before back surgery, my father has a subdermal hematoma, a blood clot in his brain. He needs brain surgery. We're at the hospital every day for 4 months. Took my mother, pick her up after work, bring her there. We'd stay for 5-6 hours. So we dealt with that. So it all was happening at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what else? What else could go wrong? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Well, I went through ups and downs, and I never wanted to believe in depression.
Yeah.
Until it got me.
Yeah.
And there was days, you get those very dark thoughts in your head. I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
broke. I'm 50, almost 50 at this point. My kids are gone. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment. My body's broken, and my father's, we don't know if he's going to live.
Right. Right.
So I ran into, so listen, this is a great part of the story. So I'm depressed. I'm going to the gym. That's the
Still
only
going to
thing
the
I
gym.
was doing. The gym. I would go to the gym for 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day.
Wow.
I had to be in that environment. I just had to be there. I would go
Right.
in, I would do my weight training, would take an hour and a half, take my time. Then I'd go sit up at the juice bar for half an hour. Then I'd go do an hour of cardio. Then I'd go do tanning. Then I'd come
Oh,
out.
man.
I didn't want to go home because
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
walls with me sitting in it, thinking
Yeah.
about everything.
All the shit that's going on. Yep.
Yes. So I go to court one day and they threaten me with jail time. They're like, listen, you owe her
shit.
$3,800. You got 30 days or you're going to jail. I'm
Holy
working. Yeah. And now after COVID, I kind of skipped ahead. So after COVID with my business, it went
Yeah.
like,
Oh, it dumped off.
it dumped
Wow.
off. They
Yeah.
closed the gyms for too
Yep.
long.
Yep.
And then,
Yep.
so where was I? I got so many different
Oh,
thoughts.
that's okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said the COVID, they'd close your gym.
Yeah.
He
So
said,
I'm working out at the it's now called the Edge. It was the Fitness Edge
Yeah.
where I started. Remember that gym?
oh,
So I
yeah.
go in there. Now the guy Jimmy who sued me, who was such a good guy for all those years, for about 15 years I didn't see him. And I
Okay.
kept thinking, when I see him, if I ever do, the anger, what am I going to do? I have such
Yeah.
anger for this guy. So I'm at the gym. It's like 7 o'clock. I'm on the step mill and I look and there's Jimmy. And I'm like, oh man. I'm like, do I talk to him? Do I hit him? What do I do?
Yeah. You're right.
I didn't do anything. And I didn't have a beard when he knew me, early on. So
Yeah.
I said to myself, okay, I'm going to go about my normal workout. If I bump into him, there's a reason to talk to him. If I don't,
There you go. There you go.
I finish my workout. I'm ordering my shake. And who comes walking out? Jimmy walks around and he's sitting there and he looks at me. He goes, hey, how you doing? He goes, John. I'm like, yeah. Gives me a hug. He said, oh my God, I miss you. He goes, I loved you so much. We had such good times together. I start crying. I was
Oh, man.
So then we
That's
sat down.
awesome.
It was amazing. So we sit down for about half an hour. We both cried. It was great. I told him everything that was going on. And he said to me, if you need anything, call me. I called him the next day. I said, Jimmy, I need a job. He said, "What do you want?" I said, "I'll take the management position at the Danbury Club."
Yeah.
He goes, "Okay, easy." He goes, "That's
Yeah.
already taken. We'll get
What
you a
else you want?
management position somewhere."
Yeah.
Gets me a job.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I'm managing the fitness department at one of the gyms.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. So now they base my child support off what I'm making. Fine, good. Now we're rolling a little bit, but I'm still going without the kids, the depression. I'm not making near what I used to make on my own. I'm working long hours for a little bit of money. You know,
Mhm.
I'm trying to
And it's
hang
getting
in there.
taken away from you and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I
Yeah.
start going down that dark path
Yeah.
again. I
Yeah.
was dating a nice girl at the time, and I didn't realize, Tony, I was almost preparing to end it.
Wow, man.
I have two cats, brothers. They're a big reason, one of the three reasons I'm alive. I took these kittens in and they need a dad.
Yeah.
A girl I was dating a while back shows up at my house with two little babies. I said, "What's this?" She goes, "Well, I know you were looking for a puppy, but do you want to?" I said, "They're mine. I'll take them."
Oh, man.
Fell in love. They are magnificent.
Wow. God works,
So
man.
yeah, but I'm talking to my girlfriend about, I wonder who could take the cats,
Yeah.
I'm not even realizing what I'm doing. So I'm talking. So we have a manager's meeting. I show up, Jimmy's there. Jimmy would always come in. He wasn't in the company anymore. He was more like an ambassador, but he would always come in because motivational speeches is Jimmy's. I mean, he should have been a motivational speaker and just forgot everything else because he's that good.
Wow.
So he gives us a speech in there. I'm a very emotional guy anyway. I cried in
Yeah.
every manager's meeting we went to. They always got
Oh,
into
man.
family things, and I'm struggling. So we go through the meeting, and Jimmy says to me afterward, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm all right." And he looks at me. He goes, "Come with me." We go outside. We start walking around the parking lot a little bit. I completely break down, tell him everything that's going on. And he's like, "John, okay, two things I want you to do. I want you to go to Barnes and Noble right now and pick up a book." And I picked up this book by T.D. Jakes, The Crushing.
Oh, okay.
I
Gotcha.
don't
I've
know if
never
you're
read that
familiar.
one.
Please do. It is unbelievable and unbelievably relatable. Well, to many things most people go through. They're crushing in their life. His was his 13-year-old daughter came home and said, "Daddy, I'm pregnant."
Right.
And
Wow.
that's what started his. Mine was my own crushing. So he said, "Go get that book and you need to come to church with me." I
Okay. Gotcha.
said, "Church? I didn't even think of that."
Yeah.
So he brings me to church. It's called New Life Church in Trumbull, Connecticut, where my family lives now. And I went in there twice a week and bawled my eyes out the whole time I was there.
Oh,
From the
man.
They start playing the beautiful music. They play
Yeah.
the whole band and everything, and they play 3 songs over a half hour, and then we do an hour of worship.
Yeah.
Give me the tissues. As soon as the lights
you,
dim,
you've been stripped.
yes, as soon as the lights dim, everybody hands the tissues over to me, you know?
There you go.
It was crazy. So now we have Jimmy, the guy who I didn't know if I was gonna knock him out or
Yeah.
kiss him,
Yeah.
saves my life. So church is going fantastic. Everything's great. Well, time goes on. Can't make it to church as much. I'm watching it online. You know how slowly we kind of go back to our old ways?
Uh-huh.
And that's
Yep.
exactly
Yep.
what happened.
Yeah.
Now, in that time, though, when they promoted me from one gym to another. When they promoted me to the new gym, I walk in there day one. They're like, "Oh, that's your office right there behind the glass." So I walk up and there's the leg extension machine right in front of my office. And there's this beautiful young Brazilian woman sitting there
Okay.
who happens to be my wife right now.
Oh, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, 3 months ago, we got married.
Oh, really? Congratulations, brother.
The day I walked in, I looked at her, she looked at me, and that was the end.
Wow.
That was it. We started talking that day. She was just coming out of a terrible relationship. I was just out of another relationship that I was in. The timing was fantastic. We
Yeah.
hit it off. I went from a really tough one to an absolute angel.
Oh,
I cannot
man.
tell you what a difference.
Wow. Oh,
Anyone who
man.
knows me, you're getting married. Wait, you're going to get married? Because I vowed I would never marry again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And here we are. But
Wow.
everything aligns. We have the same values. We both have the same work ethic. Just everything is in place. She's a little bit younger than me. She's 21 years younger than me.
Okay.
People
Hey,
always
hey.
have something to say. When we walk in public,
Nah.
it's hysterical. I get it. If we're at a big crowded place, I usually get it once or twice.
Yeah.
Is that your daughter, or is I
Is
have to ask you? And I'm like, no, it's my wife. They're like, okay, you know.
I love it.
So now we have an amazing relationship. I got my son back.
Yeah.
Things are going good, but I have this. I don't sleep a lot. I never
Okay.
did. And I developed this thing maybe a year ago where, you wake up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom.
Yep.
I get back in bed. My beautiful wife is snoring, comfortable. The
Yeah.
blankets are perfect. I would get one thought of my son.
You
And
trail on.
that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping. So
Yeah.
I'm out on the recliner,
Oh man.
and so it was tough. Back surgery was good. That's all done. Great. So again, everything's rolling, but I'm just not back to working a lot, and I'm depressed, and I'm like, what am I going to do? So I found a guy online, PT Legends, which is an online coaching.
Yeah, I heard of him. Yep, I heard of it. I heard of it. Peachy Legends. Yeah.
And I've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I've talked to many guys about it. Well, Eric Anthony Klima, his is different. I
Okay.
immediately jumped on board, and it was the best thing I could have done. However, for 6 months, it's a 4-month program. For 6 months, every day I had the best intentions to work,
Mm-hmm.
and then the depression, and then waking
That's
up.
what happens. Yeah.
Tony, you ever wake
Yeah.
up and your day's over before you get out of bed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know.
So
Yep.
that was me for a long time. Now,
Yeah.
I have this beautiful, positive young wife, and I'm like the negative, angry guy.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Gotcha. Oh yeah.
It's tough. And then I feel, am I bringing her down? I don't want to turn her into a niche. I would come home, and as soon as I saw that smile, and she's always happy and always chill,
Yeah.
it's so good for me,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm struggling. I'm not making enough money. I'm barely working. I'm depressed. I have this great program. I have this amazing program in front of me that I purchased, and I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything with it.
Yeah.
So let me just quickly jump over here and then remind me we're going to go right back to Eric Anthony.
All right.
I have a small list of about 8 or 10 guys that have been massively influential in my life.
Gotcha.
My father's the first one.
Yeah.
And then from there it goes down. Jimmy's on that list. My barber is on that list. 13
Okay.
years. This guy cuts my hair during a therapy session.
Wow.
He is a great businessman. He was very positive. He's on the list. The guy who
Yeah.
cuts my hair.
Yeah.
So Eric is now on that list.
All right.
Instead of Eric saying to me, I gave you the opportunity to purchase the program for 4 months, you did nothing for 6. Instead, he said, I want you to talk to one of our new coaches, Dr. Jamie.
Okay.
Well, Dr. Jamie's on that list as well. Dr. Jamie and I
Gotcha.
had a 2-hour and 15-minute Zoom call a month ago.
Wow.
We tried for 2 hours and 20 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okay. Gotcha.
We talked about everything. I said, I'm stuck. I said, this is an opportunity of a lifetime to run and grow an amazing business, and I'm doing the bare minimum.
Yeah.
We discussed some ways to deal with the anxiety, and he's just been amazing. And I was telling my wife this too, and I told everybody, I said, when I get back into building my business, when that switch clicks, it's over. I'll be working around the clock. You can't get me away from my desk. My wife the other night said, hey, can we go get something to eat? I said, no, I'm working. Once I'm in, like I used to be, that 7-day-a-week guy who ran everything. I built that business with those doctors, but before those doctors, I'm not kidding. I walked into probably 40 businesses with thermoses. I would do anything to grow my business. I tried everything.
Wow.
Great learning experience.
Yeah.
I got nothing from those thermoses.
But
Seriously.
experience.
That's right. I got the experience of walking in, but talking to people, introducing myself to doctors. I would just go in anywhere. I went into the financial buildings, and all the guys were standing there. I just start talking to them, but it was a good, learning experience.
Exactly.
So then fast forward, literally, now we're talking about like the last 4 weeks. I've been working around the clock, and we were really focusing on the dad bods, and I'm building everything around that. And then Dr. Jamie and I were talking, and we're like, wait a minute. Because I told him, I said, listen, we need to talk. I'm stressed out. I have terrible stomach already. I'm going to court.
Yeah.
And I told
Yeah.
him the situation. He gave me a couple of ways to deal with it, But he said, wait a minute. Divorced dads. Why don't you
Yeah.
get into that niche market? How many divorced dads are there? I thought, oh my God. So
a ton.
ChatGPT looked it up. We're looking at 8 to 10 million in the country.
Yeah. Yes.
Not worldwide, just the country.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, let's do that. That's fantastic because I've been through it. I lived it. I know what it's
You
like.
can relate.
I know the bottom. I know the
Yeah.
top, the bottom, the middle. I know it all.
Yeah.
So literally as of yesterday, I started rebranding and changing everything while we're building my systems. But it's
That's cool.
fantastic. Yeah. But it was something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to keep going if you don't mind.
Keep going, brother.
I don't know if you get this. I like to talk.
Hey, you know what? I love it, man. You and I can talk for hours. I love to talk, man. Keep going.
Yeah, just please save your questions till the end. No, I'm kidding. So everyone has to, if there's a very high percentage of people, men and women, the successful ones typically have gone through serious trauma in their life.
Yeah.
We know this.
Yeah.
We have the facts. We have the data, the stats. Everyone goes through their crushing, and they come out one of two ways. They either don't come out, or they come out and be a success,
Right. Right.
So I fully believe 100% that this business will explode, and I will be very successful while helping the guys I want to help. I get to work with every day. How many people only go to work every day? Oh, I love this job.
Yeah.
Because I do.
Wait,
I
two
do.
people say that.
Yes.
You are one of them.
I can't wait to get up and I used to not be able to sleep past 3:30, 4 o'clock because I couldn't wait to get there. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
So, but there is that high number of people that have to go through something, something catastrophic to come out on the other side stronger. And when you're in it, you think it's never going to end.
Absolutely.
Some are 2 or 3 weeks. Some are 2 or 3 years. Mine was 6 years. Some people go through it for 20 years.
Yep.
And still come out. We've heard stories of men in prison for 25 years who come out and do amazing things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So not that I want my sons to go through their crushing, but it's necessary.
They're going to have to. It builds a man. That's how you build a man.
My 19-year-old, I believe, has gone through his with me.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Or he's in it now,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way of looking at that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I actually had a little bit of decent conversation with my ex-wife, like I said yesterday, about my son. I said, please, you've got to help me reconnect with him, and I'm asking the person who took him from me to bring him back.
Right.
So she's on board now. We'll see, we're praying, but I'm blocked on his phone, and there's really no way to get in touch.
Gotcha. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. This one I heard for till this day. Oh, don't worry, he'll come back. Don't worry, he'll come back.
That's so easy to do. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That I live with this every single day for 6 years.
Yeah.
Every day. There's nothing else on my mind. And if you know how you're having a bad day, everything I touch, I drop, and you get frustrated.
Yeah.
It all goes back to my son. It goes everything
backwards.
goes back to Nick. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. I know, brother.
Time is short.
Yeah. This
Life
planet,
is
man.
short.
Yep.
I could fall down those steps again tomorrow, God forbid, and be gone.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
And then he's got to live with that.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him, having to live with that. So
I get it,
we're
brother.
going to do our best, to get him back. But that's the story. I mean, I could go real deep.
Yeah, I love it, man. Because, I love what you're saying. I love everything you're saying, man, because people need to hear this, especially men out there, to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. When you go through a divorce, when you, like you were saying earlier, in that fire, you're getting eaten up. Is it ever going to end? Yes. They need to hear this, man. So go as long as you want. I love it, man.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask you this. When your mindset, when you were going through all that, I know you touched on a little bit, when you're going through all that deep hurt, that depression that I think we've all, if you're going through divorce or other tragedies people have gone through, we've all hit that spot. We all hit that spot. what was some of the things that you think dragged it out that you didn't do the big mistake? You know what I mean? That kept you around. I know those little things that this light popped on or this person came in your life.
Mhm.
What was slowing you down through that process? You know what I mean? If I'm not saying that right?
Sure. So
Yeah.
then I started to think, if I'm gone, who's going to take care of my boys, my cats? If I'm gone, who's going to raise my sons to be men? And then I heard a quote: if you take your own life, you relieve yourself of pain. You put your pain on everyone else who's still
Everybody
here.
else. Yes. Everybody else didn't know you.
Parents
Yes.
could not live another day if I was gone. My sister, my nieces, my family, the cats, where would they end up? Everybody would be taking on that pain. I
That's
don't
right.
want to transfer that pain. I'd rather keep it. And that, honest to God, it was the kids, the cats, my beautiful wife. I can't leave that. I don't want her alone in this world.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
that kept me going. I got to tell you though, motivational. I've always been huge into motivational speakers, and watching all my main guys and gals on social media, and that's helpful. But Tony, it's only helpful if you execute the things they're telling you to do. I
Bingo.
saw
Yeah.
a video the other day on TikTok, and this guy says, "Are you one of those that watches motivational videos morning, noon, and night, but never executes anything? They're useless. You might as well be watching cartoons."
There you go. Yeah.
And I went, "Oh, I
Uh-huh.
have notes I take notes every day. I write things down. I have goals. I have this. I have that, and I'm not accomplishing any of it. But I'm doing the prep work that the motivation
Gotcha.
guy or gal got me going on, but I'm not
Yeah.
executing and following through with anything. How did you expect anything to work? You know?"
Exactly. You'll be right where you started. Yep.
Yes. So I have mixed feelings on social media. I love it for so many reasons. I get to see my friends from grammar school. I get to see what they're
Yeah.
doing,
Yeah.
but I also get to see how many friends I lose every year to drugs, to
Yeah.
alcohol, to
Yeah.
cancer. I lose 5 friends a year.
Wow.
And before
Yeah.
social media, everybody scatters after high school. They go
Oh, yeah.
states and everything. But now you see everything and everyone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's some tough parts to it. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't have a business without it.
That's true.
So
That's
we,
true.
we
That's where
really don't
money's
have a
made.
choice. And
Yeah.
you think of some of these guys, do you know who Andy Frisella is from
No.
First? He owns the company First Form. It's a supplement company.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
I watch his podcast like crazy. The man is unbelievable. Do you know his story at all?
No, not at
No.
all.
So he and his brother, they wanted to open up a supplement company. So they had no credit. They had $12,000 saved up total. They found a guy that would give them the $1,000 a month for a year for this small little store, but he wanted all the money up front. So they paid him. Now they have no money for inventory or anything. So they rack up credit cards, and they're both working jobs separately from this business just to get it going. They slept in the back room on a couch that they found in an alley, and
Oh,
they
man.
pushed through for 10 years. He made $0 for 6 years, and then after that, he made like $600 a month, and then it was 600 a
Oh,
week.
man.
Not until after 10 years did they purchase their second store, then their third. Now he's a mega millionaire, but who's going to do that? Who's going to sit in the back of that store for 10 years?
That's right, man. Only a few.
Only a few.
Yeah.
And look at him now, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know people that are wired like that. There's very few, you know?
Yeah. But like you said earlier, people have goals. Everyone has these grandiose goals, but they're not doing anything with it. They have all the plans, they do all the reading the books, they do everything they want to be successful. And only a few people out there, in my opinion, are going to take the action to become successful. You know what I mean? Because it ain't easy. Who could, like you said, 10 years? Who would do that?
Right.
Not many.
Do you know I have to, and I'm serious, I have to beg people to work out. I have to beg guys to get in shape these days. We have become so lazy. The obesity rate is through the roof. It's a mess. And I know we have a massive amount of depression out there. Guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
and there's so many going through so many bad things, but just overall, to be able to be healthy enough to live a long time, play with your kids, protect if you need to. These are the basics of a man's life. And it's I feel like more people used to exercise and less do now. It's maybe I'm wrong on that statistically, but that's what it seems like.
It seems like it. I think because we see um, it see almost like everyone's trying to fit, but it seems like more people out there just giving up in essence, just giving up and just eating what they want, living the way they want, and just like, if it feels good, do it, right?
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
also, the lack of marriages these days, they're having less kids. Relationships are a mess. So, what do
Yeah.
guys do? They say, nah, whatever. Well, I'm not in a relationship. I don't care if I don't look decent for a woman, or
Yep.
they let
Not gonna
themselves,
try.
or they get wrapped up in their job and they're working their ass off, their butt off, and they don't have time. There's excuses for everything. But I got to tell you, there is no excuse. Because if you can't get up 15 minutes earlier to just go for a walk, and just a walk,
Yeah.
walk,
Yeah.
something's got to change up here for you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
So
I was having a great conversation with a friend of mine last night. We were talking after we were watching this documentary, and we are talking about that. The same thing with people with depression, anxiety, and everyone's going through so many problems. And it's like, and I don't mean to sound as easy as it is, but it's a mental thing. We can fix our mindset. We can have anything we want. We can do the exercising. We can do the lifting weights. We can do the whatever.
yes.
And it was just a great comment. Glad you said that. It's all in our head. We can just fix it.
So it's funny. I had a conversation with a client that I train in person. I still
Yeah.
train in person 3 days a week.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was talking to my son about this in the car 4 a.m. yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. And I said, dude, do you notice no matter what's going on at home, if we have a tantrum in the morning, or I spill my coffee, or I'm mad in the car, when we get there, do you notice what happens when I'm in front of a client?
Boom.
I light
Yeah.
up. I'm
That
happy.
switch.
This is
Yeah.
my place. It's almost my therapy.
Yeah.
I'm worried about them and their family and their goals and their work. It's gone from here, and I'm in the most amazing mood. I will never stop training people in person. I love it.
That's cool, man. That is
My
cool.
client says to me, he goes, John, this online stuff, it's just not that personal. I get to see you, face to face. I said, Justin, I see you 2 to 3 hours a week. What are you doing the rest of the time?
That's
If you're not-
right.
I don't know what you do. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're texting me pictures of the fish you caught, or you're not being held
Yeah.
accountable to anything other than
Yeah.
those 2 to 3 hours a week with me. And I
Yeah.
said, and I tell my online clients, listen to me. You can go on ChatGPT right now and come up with a program.
Yeah.
You can
Anybody
even buy
can.
it
Yeah.
right online.
Yeah.
That's not what this is about. This is about the 2 mandatory calls you have with me per week. It could be 2 to 3 minutes, or they could be 15. You need to hear my voice, and I need to hold you accountable.
Exactly.
That's where it is. It's in those 2 phone calls per week, and they're mandatory. I have
Yeah.
a gentleman I'm working with in Michigan right now. It's mandatory. I'm busy today. He's busy today. We're talking Sunday, tomorrow,
Yeah.
because it's mandatory. He's got
Yeah.
to know I'm there for him.
I
And
like
that's
that,
the
man.
personal. That's the personal part. Dude,
Yeah.
what do you need help with? How's the diet? Do we need to adjust it? Talk to me about the workout. How are the knees? About, what? And I know these people personally. It's more personal than if they're in front of me.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
get it. I get it. Now,
Yeah.
how are you going to touching on that? How do you spend your time? Because you have a ton of customers. You're going to have a ton of clients more. How are you going to divvy some of that work out? Because I look online, I see all these fitness people out there, and they have all these clients and everything else. How do you handle all that?
So on my program, I don't take them through their workouts.
Okay.
I don't sit there with them anymore. So like on a Zoom, I offer it, but I make it very expensive because I don't really want to do it.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I would rather
Yeah.
be, if I'm training you face to face, we're face to face here, let's go. But if not, I program their workouts. I program their menu, their diets. We talk about rest, recovery. I give them a laid out plan for everything to do on their own. But I'm checking on them twice a week, and I'm making changes as needed. But we have mandatory 2 calls per week. So that's
how
time
you do
consuming.
it.
But don't forget though, Tone, they could be 2 to 3 minutes. They
Okay.
could be 30 seconds. Hey, John, I had a great week. I did everything you told me to do. I'm down 2 pounds. I followed the changes in the oatmeal that you made. I feel great. Have a nice day.
Nice, man. Nice.
I'm struggling. Okay, well, listen, let's talk about it. Let's figure this out, man. And then it's a motivational boost
Yeah.
from your coach.
Yeah.
It's powerful. How about this one? I got to talk to John this afternoon, and I had pie last night. Maybe you won't have that pie next week because you know you're talking to John tomorrow. You know what I mean? Lying gets us nowhere. We've already talked.
Nowhere, my brother.
Lying gets
Nowhere.
us nowhere. The scale doesn't lie, and neither does
That's
the
right.
table. You know?
That's right. Well, now that you mentioned that, how are you with these guys? Are you a the hard ass coach that's like, you had a piece of pie? Give me 30 push-ups now. I'm just joking around, but are you one of those guys that say, you know what, that happens, tomorrow's gonna be a better day. Don't eat the pie tomorrow kind of guy?
It's individualized to the person.
I like it. I like
Yes.
it.
Some need nurturing. Listen, bro, it's going to be okay. I know you're going through a lot. We're going to we're going to hit this tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. This resets once a day.
Yeah.
We could reset this by the hour if we need to. How about we have a great rest of the day and we move forward from there? So, and some people, dude, what in the F are you doing? My
You
lawyer.
just know, yeah.
My lawyer. I got my lawyer on a program.
That's
I saw
awesome,
him
man.
yesterday, I'm yelling at him in court. He goes, dude, never mind the program. I said, I sent you the invite. You didn't even look at it. I have all the notes there. What are you doing? Can we get through this?
Right? Talk to me
mean?
about the cookie later, man.
Yeah, but he needs that. He's a tough guy. He needs to be yelled at. And I was making fun of him in front of my ex-wife. It was great, but it motivated him. You know what,
That's
though?
cool.
Funny, I still don't have his message yet. As soon as we get off this, I'm going after him.
Oh, man. And you just bought him another boat.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
But Tony, my approach to fitness for my guys, it could be women. I've trained everything. I've trained children. I had a gentleman who was 92 years old. I trained him until he died.
Oh, man. Wait, you didn't do it.
Kill him. No. Just wonderful people. I had a lot of senior citizens, remember, through the doctors.
Yeah.
So I have a client right now. She's 78 years old. I've been training her for 16 years.
Wow,
Twice a
man.
week. Yes. These people are like family. I house sit.
Yeah. That's cool, man. They love you out there.
Yeah, she's got this cutest little dog. I just love. He was actually in some of my videos, but
Yeah.
they're people, they become like family members.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotcha. That's awesome, man. Well,
But-
you go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, to my point about what they get, everybody requires something different.
Yeah.
No two bodies are the same.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different list of injuries, a different list of goals, whatever's important to them. Everyone has a different mind. Everybody's completely different. So there's a different approach for every single client. The basics of weight training are the basics and science of weight training. This is what you get at this age for this goal. This is what you get at this age for this goal. But everything else around it, there's so many variables that need change, even more to the food. I'm not going to give you a diet plan with Brussels sprouts on it if you don't like Brussels sprouts.
Right.
You don't want. We can make this doable. That is the hardest part of all of this. Weight training's easy.
Okay.
Sleeping is easy. The hardest part is following a structured meal plan.
Yeah.
That's
Food is
it.
like a drug, man. Food is a drug, man.
Portion sizes at restaurants are massive. Everywhere you go, it's in your face. It is delicious. The foods are amazing, but the chemicals, what we're taking in these days, and we know we have all the science, and again, we have all the data.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
It's not good at all.
Diet is the main focus of the program for body composition change. You know, we can change anybody's body with diet only. I could work you out 4 hours a day and you won't change at all if calories in and calories out are not specified.
That makes sense, man. That makes sense. Now, when you talk with you guys, I'm not trying to get you to give up all your secrets here right now, but no, when you're talking to these guys, now, do you talk more of an organic lifestyle or diet, or it's just like, hey, some guy tell you, I like fast food. Okay, well, don't eat this restaurant. That kind of stuff, or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you're looking for just good quality protein, I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Wendy's will prepare you just your burgers in a Tupperware container.
Really?
Yeah. So you can get rid of the bun. Yeah. So I follow the carnivore diet.
Okay.
I do intermittent fasting. So I only eat once a day.
Gotcha.
About 7 p.m., I gorge myself. I eat as much as I want. And I eat high fat, high protein. I eat zero carbohydrate. I don't eat vegetables. I don't eat fruit. I strictly eat meat, eggs, butter, heavy salted, everything. And we don't have to get into how this all works, but I don't recommend this diet for most people. Okay. I do it for me based on my medical issues. So when I got on it, I suffer from, my mom has it too, it's a genetic thing, lymphedema, where we hold water. and our
Yeah.
ankles get swollen. And that is
Yeah.
a dead giveaway for me on my diet. Am I doing right or doing wrong? I switched to carnivore pre-surgery and stayed on it for a full year. In that full year, I came off my blood pressure meds. I came off my cholesterol pill. I came off my seasonal allergy pill.
Are you kidding me?
My heartburn was gone.
Wow.
Honest to God. For a whole year. I went back to the doc, my physical. He goes, John, what are you doing? Your blood work is fantastic. Your blood. I said, oh, I don't take those meds anymore. He goes, you're not taking the blood pressure med? I said, no. He goes, why? I said, have you seen my blood pressure? He goes, how's it so good? I said, Doc, I love you. This is an old client of mine. He was a client for 15 years, and now he's my doctor. I said, I stopped taking that crap that you prescribed me, and I changed my diet. I don't want to take pills. And he was like, whoa.
Oh,
So
man.
my ankles are this big again. They're tiny. So it almost
Yeah.
looks like I have calves. But
Gotcha.
it's what makes me feel best. Now, I got into
Okay.
the intermittent fasting just by kind of seeing it on the internet. And I like to try everything. I have tried every diet, the Atkins diet, the fruit and water diet,
Yeah.
I've tried them all. As I should. I should know
Yeah.
what they feel like and
So
the
you can
benefit.
talk to your clients about it. Yeah.
Thank.
Yeah.
So once a day, I didn't just go to once a day. I went, first it was like I stopped eating breakfast. Then I would
Okay.
eat between like noon and 8 p.m. Then 2 and 8 p.m. Then, it just kept getting smaller. And now it is strictly one meal. And the thing is, you can eat as much as you want in that meal. I could go to the couch and sit down after. For about 10 minutes, I'm full. And then all of a sudden, I'm ready to run through a wall. Energy, the veins come popping out because the body is starving at that point. All that nutrients goes in, the body processes it quickly, sucks it right in. You can't really get fat. Plus, how much can you eat in one meal? Can you eat?
Exactly. You can just gorge for a short. Yeah.
Yes. And don't
Yeah.
forget the food choices. I eat steaks 7 days a week. I eat eggs every single day. We have
Yeah.
sausage and kielbasa and bacon. It's like, wait a minute. We've been told all of these foods are going to raise our cholesterol. Yes, they are. It turns out
Yeah.
cholesterol is good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was
Everybody-
reading before. It's good for your brain.
Yes.
It's good for so many things. Yeah.
Yes. Everybody's taking a statin drug to lower their cholesterol. They're tired. They're lethargic. They can't think. You got to do some research and honestly stop with this sometime. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I hate to say it, you do have to try it. But we'll get off the carnivore diet, but here's the thing with the carnivore diet. Everyone says, oh, I've done it. It didn't work for me.
Okay.
My next question, how long did you do it for? Oh, I did it for 3 weeks. Okay, so you didn't really do it then.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean? I said, no, you didn't even get through the elimination phase. You didn't even clean all of that sugar and carbs out of your system in 3 weeks. It takes 3 or 4 weeks to really clean out for how many years have you been putting these products in your body?
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
It takes some time to come out. So after
Yeah.
that month, and it's not a pleasant month, Tony. There's some diarrhea involved. Think
That's what I
about
heard,
you are
yeah.
cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people don't like diarrhea. I don't blame them. I don't like it either.
Right.
It's only for a period of time, but that's
Right.
also, oh, I have bad stomach, so I'm going to quit. That's a good excuse to quit. Didn't work for me.
Gotcha.
Now,
Gotcha.
if they said to me, I did it for 6 months straight, I was strict and I didn't like it. Okay, it's not for you.
Okay.
But
Okay.
until you've done it, for enough a period of time to actually see it. And everyone that does it, my son, he's a big 12-year-old. He's a rugby
Yeah.
player.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope his dental plan is good. 'Cause those guys are mean, dude.
I was nervous of him playing football with pads on.
Now
And he
this.
comes to me, over the winter, Daddy, I want to play rugby. I'm like, let's go. Let's go.
Here's your good mouth guard. Let's go.
It was a great season. It was awesome. Beginning of the season, he was 147 pounds. But he didn't like the way he looked. And he is a gym fanatic because of his father.
Gotcha.
So, and he, like every kid, he's got some ADD, ADHD. He needs to move. I exercise him about 4 hours a day,
Wow.
every day.
Holy
What time is
cow.
it? It's 4:00. He worked out for 3 hours at the gym this morning. And right before this, we went for an hour walk outside.
Wow.
Now, after this, I got the dumbbells. He'll probably do an evening workout in the living room. I'll either
Holy
give it to
cow.
him or we'll put on a cool YouTube, something cool. I have to move him this much. This way he can sit in school because they sit there with the leg going. These poor kids. These boys are not designed for this.
No,
They're
not
not
at
designed
all.
to sit for 6 hours
That's right.
and then be told they're a bad boy because they can't.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. Oh, I combat that by exercising the hell out of him. He sleeps better
Oh, I
and he
bet.
can cope with school.
Yeah.
But he's down to 129 pounds now.
Man.
Carnivore diet. And he
And
loves
he's
it.
chiseled, I bet.
He's looking great, but
Yeah.
and here's the point. He does everything daddy does. We've got to show these kids. This is what kills me with my other son. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm the
I know what you mean.
example.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
show him.
Yeah.
So he's now doing intermittent fasting.
Wow.
I'm not eating today. I'm like, how come? I'm just going to do some fasting. Yeah. See, where'd you get that? That's great. I love it. I
That's
love
good
it.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Holy cow. But that's good. You hit it on the head. Our children follow what we do, not what we say, what we do. What we do. And I think a lot of these young men, like your young man there, they need men in their lives. You know,
Mhm.
your other son, hopefully things work out for you guys, man, so he can get into your plan. That's awesome,
That's
man.
it.
Yeah.
He is like the mayor at the gym we go to.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him in there. He opens doors for women. Women go
Yep.
first. I said to him, when someone says to you, buddy, hey, how you doing? You don't just say, I'm fine. You say,
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
Exactly. Talk back to him. Come here.
I saw him yesterday. This one of the female trainers walked by. She goes, oh, hi, Tino. He goes, oh, hi, Colleen. How are you? This is fantastic. You know what I mean?
Dude, you're giving that kid the keys to the world, man. You better slow him down with the ladies, man.
So let's talk about that. I told him without telling him too much, you know? I
Yeah.
said, listen, I don't want you to get with the girls at a young age. You need to establish yourself first. You need to work on yourself first. You need to get fit. You need to get rich. You need to get stable, and then go find. I
Then
did
you
it the
find 'em.
other way,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I'm no angel, Tony,
Yeah.
and
I'm
it doesn't
surprised.
work. And I think of all the time that I spent on that I did not spend on my business or my family at that point.
Yeah, I get it,
That
brother.
hurts because I made some really bad decisions. There's a
Well,
lot
yeah.
of I made plenty of bad decisions, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
We all
it's how
have.
you come out on the other side and try to make it right.
That's
You
right,
got
brother.
two choices there. You either make it right or you continue on that path of being a not so good person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be destruction, man. Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, that's good stuff, man. I'm telling you, what you're saying now, I'm telling you, this is why I wanted to talk to you. Just seeing the stuff that you're putting out, I think every man needs to hear this. Especially we're talking about when you switch your whole program to help divorced dads. Because being a divorced guy, you look at divorced dads or man, we go through the heat, man. We go through this phase, what I call the phase. And I talked to a good friend of mine. We have great conversations, me and her. And she's talking about, because she was divorced and I was divorced. And she's always saying, well, how did you feel being a man? Because it seems like men are out there just not caring. I said, no, we suck that stuff inside. We
Mhm.
hold it. We're not gonna show it to the world, but we're gonna go home and torture ourselves until we get through that. Am I right?
Right, at 100%. Tony, out in public, think of this. You go out in public. We just went to this big fair. It's called the Big E in Massachusetts, and there's tens of thousands of people there. If you stopped 10 guys, 7 of them will be going through hell, and you don't even know it.
And you don't even know it. They'll have the biggest smile on their face. How you
Yes.
doing, brother? Good to see you, and all that
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't even know it. It's
Yeah.
probably more. Everybody's got something, but
Yeah,
some
everybody's got
more than others, but you have no clue what's going on with these poor guys. And I'm like, you cannot prejudge anyone. You have no idea what they're going through, what they've been through. Everyone, I put on a really good show. Everybody thinks I'm the happiest guy on earth. Most people, if they see this to hear my story, they're going to say, you went through what? Because other than my close clients, which are like family, they know my whole life story. Everybody else around in public just thinks, John Didio's got a wonderful life. He's got a beautiful wife, his kids, he's working out. He's got all that. Man, that guy's got it great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come look at my bank account. I'm living in a 1-bedroom apartment. Right? You know what I mean? I
Exactly.
went from a beautiful home to this.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
The material things don't mean what they used to.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't.
true, man.
I have my
Yeah.
father still alive. He's 80 years old. We're doing the best we
Praise
can.
God.
My beautiful mother beat her second round of cancer. I
Praise
got a
God.
great
Awesome.
sister. Yes, my whole family, I'm blessed with a great. I have so many wonderful things. When I get that last piece of that puzzle, I, I don't know.
What's
That's
next,
when
right?
that's when I'll have a heart attack.
Don't say that.
Right?
You
Yeah, no, I
reached
don't
it and you're gone.
but yeah, that is the final piece to the puzzle
Man.
from going from, rock bottom wanting to end it all to I don't need to be a millionaire to think I'm on top. We were just on our walk. My son said to me some kind of a question like, what kind of like defines you? He goes, for me, I'm a power lifter. The gym defines me. I
Yeah.
said, dude, that's cool. I
Yeah.
said, what defines me is my family, you,
Yeah.
your brother, even your mother, my
Yeah.
new wife, my parents, family, being together. I grew up in a huge Italian family. Christmas
man.
was 50, 60 people.
Yeah.
These are some of the times these were some of the best times in my life, remembering
Yeah.
these. Well, over time, people passed away, things happened. We're down to like nobody left. That's what I cherished was the family time and the friends and being at my aunt's house and my mom's and
Yeah. I
just it
remember
was
those days, man.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
My boys aren't gonna have that because family it's just we're very small now. It's like where are you going now? You're gonna go to dad's for Christmas or you're gonna stay home? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
I wish he could have experienced some of that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I know,
But
man.
listen,
But you hurt for your kids. We hurt for our children, man. We hurt for what
yes,
they miss, man.
things
Yeah.
change in life. You roll with the punches and you give them the best possible life you can. When she said that to me yesterday, John, I want us to forget all of this and focus on giving our kids a better life than we had. And I said,
Amazing.
Lord, we're not doing that right now. She said, I agree. I said, let's go. Let's do it.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah,
Praise God, man. You know, everything happens for a reason. Timing's for everything, man.
that's right. You see this right here?
Oh, it's the cross with the bells, huh?
Yes. I have the cats' names here. I do have them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I have one here and one here, but I should have had the cats incorporated because these are the things that kept me alive: the gym,
Ah.
God, and the cats.
Oh man. That's good, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that tat, man. I love that tat with
Thanks.
the
Yeah.
barbells and the
I got
cross.
it 2 weeks ago. I got it.
That's cool, man. You know what?
Yeah,
You've gone so much. You've gone through so much, and you end up and you're not all the way on the top. You're at the top and climbing higher. I
that's it.
love that in you, man. I love it. I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Well, brother, I tell you what, man. Time has flown by, man. I'm sitting there looking. I just catch the clock, like, holy cow, man.
Yeah.
I'm
What is it,
loving every bit of it.
7:30?
Yeah, right. Well, brother, before we get you out here, man, tell everyone how they can find you.
There's not much. So on Facebook, it's just my name, John Didio. On Instagram, it's John_Didio. And
Okay.
then, yeah, what else? TikTok, just my name. Yeah, really everything is just under my name.
Okay. Got you. Spell that name again for me.
JOHNDI capital DIO.
Okay. That's Italian, of course. Didio is it? You said it or Didio? Didio?
Didio.
Didio. I think I just chopped it up in the beginning.
Listen, I've heard every configuration of that name in the last 51 years. You wouldn't believe what I've heard.
Oh man.
Yeah. So Didio in Italian means of God.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Dio's God.
That is
So
cool,
it's of
man.
God. And my son Santino means little saint. So we have the little saint of God in the other room.
That's awesome, man. That kid's got a lot of weight to carry.
That's right. Expectations are high.
Man, brother, this has been awesome, man. We have got to do number 2, man. Once you take off on everything you're doing, man, let's do this again, man. Let's really do.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Thank you so much. Great opportunity. You're fantastic. Thank you for reaching out
appreciate
to
you,
me.
brother.
This has been great. I've been thinking about it all day, looking at the clock. Now I'm upset it's over.
Yeah, right. I appreciate you, my friend. We'll be in touch real soon, my friend.
Thank you
Oh,
so
man.
much.
You take care of yourself. Talk to you soon.
You got it.
Lines on my face like cracks in the road. Still chasing fire through the years half slow. Weights on my back,